Family, I'm back. Took a couple days off to make sure my family was good. I told you my children was going through something. So, you know me, family first. I had to make sure they was tight and everything good. Since we took care of that situation, everything is good. They're still dealing with the situation, but they're where they need to be. Long story short, I'm back here to talk to these moms, these young bucks, these little princesses, these young prince. Anybody out there trying to listen, grown folks, my age, you know. One thing I read today that was posted up on a board where I was working, it said, it doesn't take too much to say hello to someone. You never know, you can make their day. You know, and just reading that, you know, did something for me, you know, because it's a mind thing, you know. It did something for me. What it made me realize is that I wanted to tell you guys, like I always do, pick up the phone, tell someone hello. Pick up the phone, tell someone hello. You never know how much it means to somebody. You never know how much people talk to me about not receiving phone calls from family. Especially these young ladies, these young princesses from age 12 to 18. Get them to call their grandmother, the aunties, the uncles, whoever, because the love that they're going to receive from them is a different love that you as a mom or a dad are given. It's really important, you know. Kids love to be loved. I was talking to a couple police officer buddies of mine, and they was telling me that some situations that they deal with sometimes in the school system. And I was telling them, you know what? Something I never told y'all. It all starts at home. Mom and dad's the foundation. It all starts at home. We, as mom and dads, we have to set the tone for the new generation that's coming. I got generations between me and them, you know. I always say the generation before me, but it's several generations before me. They said all they yearn to be loved, and they yearn discipline. And you say, who loves discipline? No, they just like order. They want some order. They don't mind when the police officers in school talk to them and give them direction and straighten them out. And the police officers was telling me that they see the change in them through 5 minutes of conversation every now and then with them. They see the children changing, whether it's a young female or it's a young male. And all it is constructive criticism, tell them to stay away from this, stay away from that, giving their input. It's a life changer. Now, if those school police officers are directing them kids to something positive, let me tell you something. We have to do it at home when they're young, and stay on them about it in a positive way. You know, the discipline can come in a positive manner. It's how you say it. It's not what you say. I'm gonna say that again. It's how you say it and lay the law down for the discipline, not necessarily what you say, how you say it, because they will receive it if you put it in the right perspective. If you put the discipline in the wrong perspective, they might clam up and not catch not one jewel you just dropped to them and not understand it, you know, and become more rebellious. So show them kids at home, because I promise you, it starts from there. I remember back in the day, I used to go to school for one of my children. I can't remember. It wasn't nothing heavy. But I said, when I go over here to speak with these people, before I go, tell me the truth. Tell me what I'm walking into. Because I don't want to go in there with a lie that you told me. Because I'm going to look like a fool. We going to look like a fool because you misinformed me. And guess what? When I go in there with the truth, we're going to work through whatever the truth is, good or bad. We'll work through it. You might not like the consequences that come out of it, but my job as a father is to be an advocate to you, and I'm going to get you through it. Excuse my voice. Going through a little something with my voice right now. But yeah, tell your kid, let your kids know you're an advocate, and you're going to go to bat for them every time. Every time. You're supposed to. Them teachers ain't going to be able to do. Them teachers, their career set, okay? This is for us to get our kids' career set and help them guide them. But you ain't going to let no teacher do your child wrong or put your child in a certain category. Because yes, I go to meetings at school now, and I don't have a child in school. I go to PTA meetings. I go to football coaches meetings. I go to the school whenever I'm invited and whenever I see a door that's open. And if it ain't open, I'm gonna kick it open and get in there and try and learn more what's happening on that level so I can bring it to you guys. But I just wanted to say this today. Daryl is back. We good to go. I need you to subscribe, like, my email, weallwehave@gmail.com. Email me so we can talk. Don't be too proud. Email me so we can talk. Hear what I can deliver through the phone. Trust me. Trust me on this one. I might say something to change your life. Somebody said something to me today that changed my life and gave me a different perspective on something at my age. I ain't never too grown or old to learn. Because I'm always seeking knowledge. Always seeking knowledge. Parents, the point of this video today is you have to teach them at home. I'm sure we all been into a store where we walking with our children and our children is walking right along with us. But we look over and we see a parent that can't control their child in the store. You know why that is? Because guess what? That same parent can't control them at home. Once again, it starts at home. When I see that in the store, I'm like, oh my God. I know this mom or dad is so embarrassed. It's not a good look and it's not a good feeling. It's not a good look and it's definitely not a good feeling. To have your child running around the store, pulling things off the shelf, acting a fool, you telling them something, they telling you no. No. Or shut up. I hear all kinds of things. I'm like, they caught the right parent. They caught the right parent. Let me tell you something. That's not even possible. And I know y'all listening can understand. You wouldn't have it from your child. But you're going to get it from your child if you don't teach them at home how to act. I have someone very, very close to me, a young lady. And she says she's not a disciplinarian. She wasn't disciplined, so she don't feel she had to discipline her child. I said, you know what? When your child is out of order, my thought is, in order to get them back in order and get them in line, they have to have excuse me, I'm lost for words right now. I'll come back to that. They got to know, there it is, consequences to your actions. You can't act up in school, bring me bad grades, and no consequences. This parent told me all her other kids are good, and she never punished them or did this to them, and they're successful in this and that. I told her the young one is not built like your older children. You have to discipline your children. I don't care whether it's taking their phone, taking their TV, not hanging out with their friends after school, not going to after school basketball games or whatever. Because if they think they can continuously get away with it, they're going to continuously do wrong. We have to set a precedence as a parent. And I can't tell you, I know a lot of parents like to blame the teachers, blame the principals, the guidance counselors, blame everybody but themselves. We have no choice but to take full accountability of how our children behave, how they pay attention in school, how they respect people in school, or respect people, period. Because if they're not respecting you at home, ain't no way. They don't know how to respect nobody outside. How they gonna do that? They haven't been taught. Let's teach them. Let's teach them. That's my jewels for the day. That's my jewels for the day. Please like and subscribe. And let's keep building this thing. I had to check out for a couple days. Like I said, make sure everything's tight on my end. Because if it ain't tight on my end, excuse me, there's no way I can help you mentally and know I got this over here going on. So I've been away for a couple days. But I'm back. And I'm back to stay unless something else comes up. And I don't foresee it, you know. But like and subscribe to my channel so we can get a movement going. I would love to hear from you guys. Make some comments. Talk to me. Like, dislike, or give me some objectives, you know what I mean? Because everything I speak is not law. It's not law, but it's knowledge that I've learned. All of you not going to agree to how I feel about raising children or how I feel you should treat your child. I don't expect you to, but express that in the comments or express that in the email. Let's turn that email into a phone call. Let's talk about it. Each one teach one. We have to help each other. And that's what I'm put on this earth to do. Help each other. But if I ain't right, I can't help you. I can't help you. I pour my heart out to you guys. Some of my videos are hour long. Some are 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever. You never see me reading off of nothing. You know why? It's not in here what I'm saying. It's coming from here, my heart. I'll talk to you for 2 hours if I have to. And it's never written down. I don't write nothing down that I'm going to say, because the next 10 words I say is coming directly from here. It ain't on no script on the side that I studied. You know, it's coming from my heart. So I want to let you guys know I'm all in with you. I'm locked in with you. Utilize me as a vessel or utilize my knowledge as a vessel. And let's just keep doing what we got to do for our children, our neighbor, our friends. We're going to get on that. But right now I'm focusing on the young ones. We're going to get on that. Send me some suggestions that you might want to hear me talk about. Because like I told you, my knowledge is through the roof. From things I dealt with, from things I study, from people I talk to. Because I told you I'm constantly learning. And what I do is take that and feed it to you guys. Because it's in here. It's coming from my heart. And when I talk to you for an hour, and it's not written down, come on, man, look at that there. That's his work. That's his work. I thank him every day. I thank him several times a day, and I talk to him several times a day for allowing me to be able to do what I do. So show some love. Let's get together. Let's talk. Some fathers, if you want to come on and talk, be on the show, whatever. And I told you I got some people I'm getting ready to start showing some of their videos that they're working on to come on here. They're in different states with me, so they can't be in the same room or whatever. You see me in my car sometime, or you'll see me at the house videoing. I video wherever I can to get my point across. And today was about, it all starts at home. Let's do a self-check tonight, folks, or when you listen to this one. Do a self-check and check yourself and mark off the things as a parent that you're not doing and you need to start doing. Write it down, because I write a lot of stuff down that I need to do on a daily basis. Because if it's written, guess what? If it's 1 through 10 things, I can check it off. Know at the end of the day, it's all been accomplished. Simple math. It's all about that. That's all it is. Simple math. So write it down. You know, because your mind will fail you. You'll come up with a great idea or great things you need to do for the day. But if you don't write it down, I promise you, you're going to forget one of those steps. Folks, if you're not walking the right path that you need to be walking, our queens and our our queens and our kings, if you ain't walking that right walk, talk to somebody, man. Talk to somebody. Sometimes you gotta let it all out. Sometimes you gotta cry on somebody's shoulder. Sometimes you gotta cry through the phone. Because that frustration and that stress gets so built up. It gets so built up to where you at wit's end. I promise you, if you change the process of what's happening in your life that's negative and flip it, life would be much easier. I used to have to go get massages all the time. I still go get them. I used to have to go get them all the time. Why? Because here and here, nothing but knots. And in my back, nothing but knots. Why? Stress. My stress, I'm keeping a buck with you, my stress was self-inflicted stress. Worrying about something that I did not need to worry about. Worrying about things that I had no control over, or really, it wasn't my job to worry about it. But I'm that type of guy to try to be there to help everybody. Just understand that. I'm signing off. I appreciate all of you guys. Please subscribe and talk to me. God bless.